Oh, hey, and hello everyone, and welcome to the new 2009 Q&A. When was the last time we did this, MJ?
Last year.
I think it was last year. It's been a long time. And we're finally here to answer all of your questions. We're going to go through as many as we can. This will probably be in a lot of parts, so I hope you enjoy. And this is the first part. And the first question is from No Budget Television.
No bullshit.
And now what we're doing this time is we're putting it so the question fills the whole screen so we can't even see ourselves. So if we're looking in weird, queer directions or anything, sorry. Right now we see nothing but the question. The first question is, how did you get to know Joe Franz? Well,
We've been friends with him for
we've
a
been
while.
friends with him for it's been over a year now. I believe he saw our videos and then contacted me about the DVD updates and said I loved them, and then we planned together to meet up and then do some videos together, and then that's how everything started. And then believe me, in the next couple of weeks you'll see Joe Franz again.
Yeah, didn't he contact us?
He contacted us, yes.
It's like he watched us.
And this is from Blake. How's it going? Just wondering if either of you are fans of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
No.
I watched that show. I have a couple of the DVD sets. I don't.
Wait, isn't that the one they sit in front of it and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to check that every now and again.
Yeah, it's good to make sure we can see.
Yeah, I don't watch it a lot, but I do. I was quite fond of the ones I saw.
Yeah, when you can't see yourself, it's a little weird.
It's just me. I noticed some of the questions have thumbs down and thumbs up. Like a lot of these good ones have thumbs down, and this odd one here has like 4 thumbs up.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I'll just say, oh jeez. Bosch Addict 1990. Do you watch The Mighty Bosch? If not, you should check it out. I don't know what that is. And this one has a lot of thumbs up. Keg 666. Have you guys ever made out?
Yeah, I've made out with lots of girls before.
I think they mean with each other.
Oh, should we just tell them the truth?
What? You better not tell the truth.
We better not tell the truth?
Yeah.
Well, then we have.
What? Alright. Indie Maker.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, I'm not lying. No, I'm not exaggerating. I have made out with lots of girls before.
What's the best independent movie you were in? Please answer. Well, I've liked all the movies we've been in. I think like my favorite times was Sasquatch Assault.
Yeah, that's
that was the coolest one. Like that one I'm looking forward to. That and The Writers.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be cool. So, and there's lots of other things coming up. Phil T 1988. What do you think when people say that toys are for kids and only adults who buy them need to grow up? P.S. You're both awesome.
Thank you.
I mean,
Wow.
I think that's ridiculous.
That's one of the top things. Like I have a huge list of things that really piss me off and really anger me. That's one of the main ones.
I hate when people say that.
They're real closed-minded and they're really like.
And they say stuff like, "You have a Peter Pan complex" and stupid stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, someone said that like.
I remember they said that. And I was around. It was stupid.
That was like I swear I wanted to punch the person square in the face, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. It's like, you know, they're the ones with the problem.
But I don't think people need to grow up. You know what I mean? I think
if they don't want to. Well, plus it's not even a matter of growing up. You know, you can have a different liking for it for a different reason if you want. You know, it's not just because you have the spirit of a kid, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Zegon 1. Who is your favorite actor or actress? Why?
It's not easy to say.
That's always one we have a difficult time with.
You know, I feel like that one's being asked a lot.
Yeah, we've answered that a lot in the old ones. Room of Music. What's your favorite Alien movie and your favorite Predator movie?
I think my favorite Predator movie was the first one.
Yeah, the first one's the best one. For Alien movies, I think the first and second are both just as good.
Yeah, and Alien versus Predator was pretty good.
And do you guys like the Beatles? If so, what's your favorite song?
I love the Beatles.
I haven't listened to them a lot, but I do like them.
I think I know. One of my favorite songs was The Night Before. That's track 2 on the Help album. For the question before, in case you're wondering, a lot of people will give us malarkey for this. Remember, when I said Alien vs. Predator, I don't mean Alien vs. Predator Requiem. I mean the first one. And yes, it was really good.
And then he said, thanks. I hope you guys answer. I'm a big fan of your work.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
And it's Room of Music. James the Arse, a.k.a. ASS. After being in production hell for nearly a decade, D. Snyder announced that January he has plans for the motion picture cult horror film Strangeland. Well, that would be very good. My father was originally going to do a cover for that second one. What do you guys think about the movie Strangeland if you saw it? What did you think of the movie Strangeland, MJ?
honestly cannot say because I didn't.
I
see
saw it. I thought it was okay. I mean, it wasn't my favorite thing. DVD Weasel. All, all of these are for both of you. Do you like David Lynch? If so, what is your favorite movie of his?
I don't know who that is.
He did Eraserhead and Twin Peaks. You probably wouldn't have seen them, but they were very. I liked probably the Twin Peaks film, and then Holland Drive. I've liked all of his stuff. Do you like Evil Dead? I never hear you speak of them. I like them. I don't like talking about them all the time. Did you see them?
I saw parts of them.
They're good. The second one I remember seeing that as a kid, and it really freaked me out.
Yeah, I think I liked like Day of the Dead and Return of the Living Dead more.
I know. What is your favorite movie of all time? I usually say like Pee-wee's Big Adventure and Return of the Living Dead.
Mine is like Ghostbusters. I have a few like that's my main one, but I have like a handful of like top favorites like Iron Man, Transformers, American Tail, Flight of the Navigator. There's like a whole number of them.
Zero Thomas 5. What was the favorite mistake? The worst mistake you did?
I had a few worst mistakes. They mean like in life, right?
I think so. Like mistakes. I remember like that one time, I was in Ocean City, and I walked down this hill, and the guy was blowing bubbles, and I slipped down the hill. There's all these people watching him blow bubbles, and I kept trying to climb up the hill, falling down. That was a real Dimash thing I did.
Were people watching?
And they were all laughing and pointing. It was really bad.
You should have like yelled at them.
I don't remember other mistakes.
You told me about that.
I
felt real bad when you said that.
I know there was probably some mistakes we did in school.
Yeah, school was the main thing I can think of. There's like a bunch of stuff that happened that I should have gone back and changed.
I know. I remember one time that guy C. Melvin said he wasn't going back into the grade, and then I yelled, like MJ, guess what? We don't have to deal with him again. And then he kicked me, and then it was like a big problem. And then we got sent to the principal. Remember all that?
Yeah.
That was a big issue. Spirus, 19.
Spirus
If you
19.
were locked in a bathroom for 8 hours, what 3 items would you most likely have in there with you? I guess a computer with a cord.
For you, it'd be a computer, the computer's cord, and what else?
And well, there ought to be water from the sink.
Oh, okay, so I was gonna say like bottled water, but sink
I don't
water
know.
would be okay.
Sink water would do.
I guess for me, I don't know if a TV's realistic. A little TV with except
with the internet. If you had the internet, you could have the TV on the internet, though.
Right. Well, I guess for me, it would probably be my CD player, my CD case.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
What?
CD player, CD case. You're still in those CDs, aren't you, MJ?
Well, iPod's being a real problem for me.
Yeah, that would not work. That iPod.
Yeah, CD. At least I know my CDs have always been reliable since they first came out.
Hey, Danon77. A recent review of your favorite horror flicks. I was astonished that you gave more time to silly zero-budget horror films and truly decent, cool indie flicks like The Descent. Why did you do that?
Wait, what?
It was for me. A question to me.
What was he talking about? You give more time.
He said, I think I was
silly zero-budget flicks.
I mean, I hate when people get like against independent films. I love independent horror films and independent films. There's nothing wrong with something.
Are you talking about some that like I wouldn't have heard of?
Now, see, I was talking about my favorite current horror films in the year 2000, 2001. And I didn't talk about things like Descent a million times because I feel like if they're a movie that everyone already knows about, why go into it? And you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I thought he was talking about.
No.
Never mind. All right.
Bell Rock 1. What's your favorite horror film?
My favorite.
I think Return of the Living Dead and then Day of the Dead.
Yeah, those are my two favorite zombie films. But as horror, I don't have just one. It's those. Child's Play, Exorcist.
I watch Return of the Living Dead all the time. I watch Day of the Dead like a fiend.
I know.
That's a really good movie.
Yeah.
If you could make a film for any budget, what would it be and about what genre?
Genre. If you could make a
Why
film
do I always say that? I always say genre. What is that with me?
If you could make a film of any budget, what would it be about and what genre? Well, my favorite films are action-adventure movies, to be honest.
I mean...
It's like the most happens in them. To be honest, when they ask about favorite horror films, not many, because truthfully, there's only a handful of truly, really good horror films out there. All the ones I've seen, they don't have good parts to them. But, like, I haven't seen a truly, really good horror film come out in years.
Ooh, strong. Try it, MJ.
Salt and vinegar.
It's gonna be strong.
Okay.
Get ready.
Delicious. These are really good.
we'd probably do the Don Murphy movie, but like we have the idea of doing a couple different versions. One
That'd be a
like a
comedy,
low budget one.
That'd be a comedy.
It kind of like starts with like the origin of Donna Murph.
Yeah, I'd like to see a really high budget one that's the origin of Donna Murph.
Well, the one we talked about that was really low budget. Then a bigger budget one about them in school, and then another one. We don't want to talk about all the ideas though.
But yeah, I would like to see a really cool one that goes to theaters.
Sicilian Calls the movie. Do
No,
you like
Silence?
Science? What am I talking about? Do you like Sweden? What about Greece? I like
I have
Sweden.
nothing against Sweden. I love Sweden, and Greece is pretty cool too.
Hiram Gunsern. How's it going, guys? Do you like Ingmar Bergman movies? If so, which one's your favorite? I like the Virgin Springs the
I
best.
don't think I know who that is.
Spangloff. Hey guys, did you ever watch the old Incredible Hulk series from the 80s?
Oh, you mean the one with Bill Bixby? Yeah, that's like one of my favorite
and any of
shows.
the reunion movies?
Yeah, that was one of my favorite shows.
I watch it sometimes, not a whole lot though.
Oh, Incredible Hulk, yeah. And of course, I will admit, of course they didn't get the Hulk right because, you know, he was too small. Well, obviously at the time, you know, they couldn't get someone big enough. Because the Hulk's supposed to be at least like 9 feet tall. He's like one of my two favorite Marvel heroes, him and like the Silver Surfer. But the Hulk's supposed to be at least 9 feet tall, and Lou Ferrigno was probably like, what, 7 feet tall about? Mm-hmm. And he was in that, of course he wasn't big enough, and he wasn't, they didn't show him being tough enough, and his hair was a little too long, but at the time, even in spite of that, other than that, I still loved like what happened in the show and stuff.
It's from Chris Garcia X.
Hello?
What movies have you been in or wish you could have been in? Well, I guess what we've been in, we did Banshee,
right.
Synthetic Cinema, Sasquatch Assault for Synthetic Cinema.
Sasquatch Assault, you said that a little quick.
Sasquatch Assault for Synthetic
Assault?
Cinema. It's a tongue twister.
I know.
Garage Fever.
Garage Fever. We weren't in that too much though, but we were in it.
We shot the stuff for The Writers.
The Writers.
That Harfield movie that we filmed that Mad Scientist stuff for.
Yeah.
Year of the Zombie.
The second one.
The second one, which is in the works now. And then stuff we have still yet to do.
So that's like 6 already.
Plus 2 other ones we have to film stuff for. So
there was one we were going to be in. We didn't wish we could have been in it. We were going to be in it. I think
they wanted us to be extras and step it up too, or something.
They asked us.
We're like,
step up, and I'm like, thing is like, well, we've been like dancers in the background. I would have been standing right like this.
I don't know.
I'd be like been standing back there like this, like just watching like, I don't know.
I'd like to be in the next Police Academy movie.
Yeah, I feel like it's cool actually getting everybody back for that.
That would be interesting because that was
in
something
case
I
any
grew
of you
up
are
watching.
wondering, in case anyone didn't ask, in case anyone's wondering, for all the Police Academy movies, my favorites, I have 3 favorite Police Academies. The first one, the 4th one, and the 6th one.
And the 4th one is the like Citizens on Patrol.
Yeah, and the 6th one is I think City Under Siege or.
I think the 4th one is the one I always think of. Isn't that the one you always sort of remember
Usually,
a lot?
yeah, that's the one I remember a lot because a lot of
and
stuff that happened.
Can you do Bob Goldthwait's voice?
Oh God, another imitation request. It's like, oh, this number one, Mickey. Oh God.
Now, do you think when he comes back he's gonna do that voice? Yet he's like retired over 15
it's like
years ago.
It'd be like if he came back and he.
What if he's just like, hey guys, I'm Bobcat Goldthwait. And he just sort of
he's like, oh no, you sold my watch. It's like you're not doing it right.
What if he tries to do it now? He's like, I can't do it anymore. Like, do you think he can do that voice after all these years?
I'm sure I can still do my Murph voice after years.
V.D. Vindhoven. To be or not to be? To be.
As far as I know, to be.
Dang Dong Pictures. Have you seen any Norwegian films? What do you think of the Saw movies? Well, I know we've seen some Norwegian films.
Yes, we have. As far as the Saw movies go, the only one that was worth
watching. The only one that was worth watching was.
Yeah, the first one.
The second
the other
one
ones had interesting. The other ones had interesting points at
them.
them.
The third one had a few interesting points, and the fourth. And isn't there the fourth one?
Yeah, each one had interesting. There was one or two of them
they
that
had interesting things about them.
They had like neat deaths and stuff.
And then this is from Fire Lab 666. In your honest opinion, which is the most jumpy, scary film you've ever seen? Any chance you would consider doing a best ghost movies of all time? Thanks. Best jump scene? Didn't you think The Eye had some scary scenes that sort of...
I didn't see The Eye all the way through, to be honest. I don't think it ever made me jump, though.
What movies do you remember jumping from?
I think, like, The Ring.
The Ring, I think we did jump from that. I haven't seen that in a long time.
When I first saw it, I remember it doesn't bug me as much, but it's still really good. Crap, no, what were they asking before? Best ghost films?
For me, for a DVD collection.
Okay, ghost. Do they mean any movie that involves a ghost, no matter what the genre?
I think so.
I think one of the best ones is probably Casper. I'm serious. No, I know it's not a horror. What? It's not a horror. No, come on. I'm serious.
I have nothing to say.
I know it's not a horror movie, but it's still it's about a ghost, and it's really that and Beetlejuice.
No, This is from Juno Space.
Go ahead, ignore it. Go ahead and ignore it.
Question to MJ. Can you name Shawn's favorite movie of all time without telling you? I think I already told you in the last question, though.
Well, at least I know what one of... I can make a... I think I can say... I can bet one of my left nut that it'd be Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Nope. You're wrong. Just kidding. 3. Two. All Hollywood seems to be doing is remaking classic horror films and doing horrible jobs. Do you fear that Nightmare on Elm Street remake would turn out decent or absolute garbage? I'm sure it's probably going to be another one. Some people are like, oh, it's way better than the original, and the thing is, and it's probably not at all.
Well, I can guarantee it's not going to be as good, anywhere near as good as the original, but there is a chance it could be good.
It could be good. It's just like, wouldn't you just rather just see like another part of it? You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to see another remake of it.
I don't know, 'cause like Friday the 13th was probably one of the better ones I saw.
How often do you have people stop and said, "Aren't you Don and Murph?" Does it ever annoy you? No, I actually with some people that look at us going and like see people pointing and then like
we know people. There is no reason. I see like teenagers looking at us, and I know that I can already guarantee that they're people we didn't go to school with because they're teenagers.
Like when I'm at Comic-Con this year, if you see me, don't be afraid to say anything.
Yeah, and once again, we try to remind this of all the time. If you run into us, don't be scared. We're not going to rip your heads off. We're not going to kidnap you or anything. We'll be nice.
I know.
I see people, like I said, like teenagers, and I already know they don't recognize us from school or anything because, well, they're teenagers, so...
And it happens at the movie theaters a lot. Some people also, from the DVD updates, are like, are you that guy who does the DVD updates?
But go back up again. Go back up a bit. Doctor Who Jake.
That question was deleted for some reason.
Can you click on reply?
L575.
No, go back up. If you click reply, I think you can see it.
No, it's gone. It's hidden.
It's hit? No, click reply at least. We'll try to.
Reply isn't how you do it.
No, just click. Usually, sometimes it'll say...
No.
Oh, you have to sign in to do it?
Yeah. Now we've messed everything up.
No, we didn't.
Oh, no, we didn't. Hey, guys. This is from L575M. Hey, guys. Strong chip.
I'd like some more, actually.
Ooh.
Actually, these are some of the best chips I've had in a while.
Hey, guys. Big fans. This question applies to both of you.
All right.
I want to answer from questions. My question is, if you had the chance to remake any movie, what would you like it to be? And don't give an answer like, oh, I don't like remakes, even if you don't like them. Please answer.
First of all, the only reason to do a remake is to do it in a cool, really neat way.
I mean...
Like, a lot of the ones we've seen, they haven't really done a good job.
I remember before they remade Last House on the Left, I thought it would be interesting to see how they do that now.
Yeah, there's a few I want to do.
Would you like to remake The Stuff?
The Stuff?
Yeah.
That'd be cool to remake. They're not just talking about horror films, are they? Because a lot of people keep sticking to that.
No.
Say, horror films. You see the remakes. I'm like, no, there's other kinds of films. There's two films I'd like to remake that are not horror films. One was an old Disney movie. All right, and I'm fully prepared to get your cold silence and that weird expression you give me, but
okay.
Because you love doing that to me. But one is that Disney film Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Who was the woman who did the voice of I believe it was Miss Potts from Beauty and the Beast. What?
Nothing.
Cut it out. Remember Beauty and the Beast, the voice of Miss Potts, and she was in that show Murder, She Wrote?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I keep forgetting her name. She was in it, and the father from Mary Poppins was in it, and he was Professor Brown. I'd like to remake Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Of course, it'd be from Disney. Of course, Disney would do it. Thanks. And I'd also really like to remake... This is one of my favorite classic films, Harvey. The one about the invisible giant 6-foot rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cool if I played the main guy. Like how it'd be now. No CGI or anything. I'd like to make it a true, really cool film.
Like they're remaking Motel Hell. I would like to do that. I'd like to do this third sequel to Bill and Ted. We'd get everyone back, because we can't get George Carlin anymore because he passed away. But
that's what's sad. I feel real bad about that too. But
they didn't have to wait so long.
I don't want it to be rushed. If it's something as good as Bill and Ted, like the first two, it has to be written out really well and done properly.
I know. And then it's from the Underdwellers. How do you feel about the Hollywood redoing the Crow and Judge Dredd franchise?
They're redoing the Crow?
I didn't know they were redoing the Crow.
It's not that old.
It was like from '94. They're really getting low on ideas. L575M.
Again, hello.
How do you guys feel with the way your life turned out? And are you happy with where you are right now?
Truthfully, yeah.
I mean, and we're going to be serious here. In the last year, we've made a serious accomplishment with acting as opposed to what we were the year before.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there was nothing. We weren't making an effort, right? We're really making an effort now, and I think it's paid off.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with it.
Plus, Well, certain
MJ's engagement. Everyone knows.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, certain things have really gone my way lately,
I
so
know.
I'm happy.
L1U2C3Y. The only thing that we will admit that we're not the fondest thing of is our jobs.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
But they're fine, and if anyone from the job is watching, they're fine. You know it too. This is from L1U2C3Y.
If you look at it, it spells out Lucy 123.
Yeah, I know. Do you like Woody Allen movies? Well,
He's fine.
now Larry David's gonna be the next Woody Allen movie.
I'm excited to see that.
I know that I really want to see.
Larry David deserves to be on.
An
the big
appropriate
screen.
question.
Let me see. I just want to read it.
Cash Snyder. Do you guys ever watch The Sopranos? And if so, what did you think of it?
No, I don't watch the. I never had an interest to watch it.
And we're gonna see you next for part 2.